What's going on, everybody? It's the Franz, and we're here for a SmackDown review for September the 23rd, 2022, on the road to Extreme Rules. And tonight, we had the return of Roman Reigns. They opened the show. We also had a tease, a little swerve of possibly seeing Sami Zayn being kicked out of the bloodline, and how much joy for a fleeting second Jey Uso was having in the misery of Sami Zayn until things swerved and everything is higher up in Sami Zayn's world right now. Also, the tag team championships on the line as the Usos take on the Brawling Brutes for the World Tag Team title, the Undisputed Tag Team Championships, which was the main event of the evening, and so much more. So we started, like I said, with the Usos, Solo Sikoa, Sami Zayn, Paul Heyman, and Roman Reigns, the Bloodline. Now, of course, Solo Sikoa had to give up his championship on Tuesday, and they made almost the only person who made any mention of it, had any problem with it, the only person who said anything was Michael Cole on commentary. Nobody said anything in the Bloodline about him losing his, being stripped of his North American Championship, which again makes literally no sense. Because the dude could have simply just went out there at Halloween Havoc, had the ladder match, and had someone else win it, not him or Carmelo Hayes. Just saying. The whole thing was fucking stupid. To give him the championship and act like it didn't even exist. So we get the same rigmarole with the Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns talking and everything. And then Roman Reigns about, of course, Logan Paul and everything. Then Roman Reigns gets the microphone and he gets to Solo and he's like, Solo, the elders might have sent you because they were told that the reason he was there, it wasn't Sami Zayn's idea, it wasn't Paul Heyman's idea, it wasn't Roman Reigns' idea. He was sent by the elders of the tribe. Roman tells him, you might have been sent by the elders, but you do what I say now. And you need to acknowledge me. He acknowledges him. They hug. Looks like the segment is over. No, but Sami Zayn tells him to cut the order. He says he wanted to show the Bloodline gratitude and acknowledge Roman Reigns. Reigns says that he likes him, but he asks, why are you saying anything? Why are you wearing a shirt? Why are you tagging along? What do you want? He says, take our shirt off. I don't know if you're kidding, I don't know if you're ribbing, and he's just trying to save himself, and Roman's like, I'm not going to tell you again. Take off our shirts now. Fucking Jey Uso's in the back. You can hear, yeah, take off the damn shirt. Take off the shirt. He's just itching and frothing at the mouth that this is it. This is Roman Reigns snaps on him, tells the Bloodline to jump, and they jump and destroy Sami Zayn. And Sami Zayn doesn't do it. He tells Jey, and Jey just like his job depending on it, rip that t-shirt off of Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is very embarrassed. He's just standing there, and Roman's like, listen, you are never going to wear a Bloodline shirt again. You're not allowed to wear a Bloodline shirt again. Because I got you a new shirt. Tosses him a shirt. He opens it up. It says, SD Honorary Boots. And Roman just gets this smile on his face. He's just like, yeah. Sami Zayn's all happy. He does this fucking handshake and everything with Jimmy Uso, hugs Solo Sikoa. Those guys are getting a lot tighter in the Bloodline, it looks like. It seems like with the Bloodline and everything, it's Jimmy and Jey on one side of Roman's thing, and then Solo and Sami seem to be getting this thing too. And you see just Jey, everyone else is happy in the Bloodline, but Jey is just off on his own, just fuck, I thought we were done with this shit. So Roman's like, you have anything you want to say now? He's like, I acknowledge you, Roman Reigns. Gives him a hug. Roman's like, oh, he shouldn't have did that, but he reluctantly gives him a hug, reciprocates the hug. They all leave, and that was the opening segment. Outside of the same rigmarole of SmackDown and everything, of the Bloodline thing, everything from Sami Zayn talking to the end of the segment was fucking gold. I'm just I don't know when it's going to happen or how it's going to happen. It's either going to happen two ways. One, on the lead up to War Games, and Sami Zayn is the final member of the War Games team to go after the Bloodline. Or two, it is the Bloodline, Sami Zayn, which I guess you can just call him part of the Bloodline now. The Bloodline versus 5 other guys, and Sami Zayn takes the pinfall. Roman Reigns wouldn't be happy about the fact that the Bloodline lost because of Sami Zayn, and then he tells them to jump and attack him, and Sami Zayn gets taken out, and that's how that ends. So it's going to happen one way or the other. It's either on the road to War Games, which we still have to get through Extreme Rules. After Extreme Rules, it's going to be the build towards War Games, and I can't wait to see what we get for the men. Obviously, the women, and none of the women's War Games matches to me have been great. I mean, the first one was fine, but like, nah, they haven't been great at all. So that was how the entire segment ended. We go to commercial. We come back. Lacey Evans versus Liv Morgan's happening. Why? I don't fucking know. Apparently, Lacey Evans said it was Liv Morgan's biggest mistake to go and challenge Ronda Rousey to an Extreme Rules match because you're not extreme. You can't be extreme. And basically, this tail of this match is they got a commercial break. Lacey Evans dominated 95% of this match. She got cocky, went out to get she pulled on a broom for whatever reason. There was a broom under there, a normal broom. Then got a kendo stick, comes in, says she can't be extreme, goes to hit her with the kendo stick. Liv Morgan moves out of the way, hits her version of the code breaker, which is not good. Hits the Oblivion, 1, 2, 3, and Liv Morgan wins. After the match, she grabs the kendo stick, and she just drops it for a second. Like, the crowd's like, she gets the kendo stick, and like, the crowd's like, yes! Yes! And then she gets like, ah, oh, boo. And then she gets in and she starts whapping the fuck out of Lacey Evans. And the crowd's going fucking wild for this. Takes her outside, beats her up some more, then gets her and does the old Sandman Russian leg sweep with the kendo stick. And she's saying, I can get extreme into the LED barricade. Crowd goes fucking wild for this. Then she gets a table. Crowd, of course, I don't know why everyone has like this fascination with tables. I don't know where it comes from, why it's like every time there's a hardcore match, it's like, we want tables. I don't know. But she gets it, sets her up on the table, goes up to the top of the ring post, and then dives off down onto Lacey Evans, laying her out, screaming, let's get ready to get extreme to Ronda Rousey in the camera view. So there you go. They're trying to show that Liv Morgan can be a little bit more tough than anyone expects her to be, and trying to show that she has a chance against Ronda Rousey at Extreme Rules. I will have a different look at that, and what I think I'll have 2 possibilities of what could happen at Extreme Rules, but we're not going to get into that yet. We'll talk about that when we get to the pay-per-view in a couple weeks. Then we head backstage to Shit Row, having a VIP party with, so they could watch the show, watch the Brawling Brutes versus the Usos. They're coming after whichever team wins. Don't give a shit. Here comes the Street Profits. They all have a bunch of fun. Shinsuke Nakamura appears and the 6 toasts to one another. Back to break, we see Sami Zayn, Ricochet, and Madcap Moss approach him, saying he's changed. They call him an obnoxious, unbearable piece of crap. He says, you may disrespect me all you want, but you disrespect the bloodline. Ricochet tells him off before Solo Sikoa just comes out of nowhere and trucks both of these two into a steel door. One of those garage doors, a steel garage door. He just trucks them both into that. Beats them both up. Sami has to pull them back up, and it's like, way to go, man. I was about to do that myself. And obviously it sees that we have 2 tag teams in the bloodline right now. Honestly, if they really wanted to split the tag teams, you have the SmackDown tag team titles on the Usos, and the Raw tag team titles on Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa. Boom. But we're of course not going to see that. But yeah. So that match is going to be next week. The Bloodlines, Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa versus Ricochet and Madcap Moss. So it should be a hell of a match. All 4 guys can go. It should be a lot of fun. I put the video for the Usos. I think it was narrated by Heyman. So we go to commercial break. We come back. The New Day are coming out. And they're taking on the Marseille and Massoir, the maximum male models. That was terrible. Sorry about that. This match, I turned away and it was over. New Day picked up a win with the backwards. by Woods, which is his roll-up pin. Max Dupree is yelling at them, not in Max Dupree voice. He was yelling like he was fucking, like he was LA Knight again. This was not Max Dupree. This was LA Knight just yelling at them for posing. What are you doing? You're posing. He struggles to take his jacket off. Eventually gets it off and starts smacking against the fucking ring apron and walks off. LA Knight will be here very soon. Don't know when, but it's coming. We see a ring crew reinforcing the ring as we have Braun Strowman versus Otis. Now, I have to say this was a lot of fun. It's great to see that Otis got some power spots, and of course, Braun Strowman dominated the early portion of this match. Chad Gable distracted him, allowing Otis to take over. Otis gets the world's strongest slam on this guy. No deal. Hits a Vader bomb. No go. Of course, in the end, Strowman hits a power bomb, and he picks up the win. Absolutely a lot of fun to watch this match. I mean, I have Strowman go up against a guy who could be as big as like in the power game and anything. Yes, Braun Strowman versus Otis was definitely it was a highlight of this week's show. Absolutely. Now I will say that I would not be surprised between now and the end of the year or the Royal Rumble. It's Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns, and as we know, Braun Strowman's best matches. Outside of the match with the Big Show, where we actually got to see that it was like him trying to be like a luchador in a match against someone like the Big Show, all of his great matches have been with Roman Reigns, and that was Roman Reigns before he turned heel and became the Tribal Chief. That was the big dog Roman Reigns. So what will it be like for Roman Reigns now versus Braun Strowman now? And seeing that Braun Strowman is not doing the running power slam as a finish anymore, it's going to be a power bomb, which is fine. That's fine by me. Then we head backstage at Caleb Braxton and the Brawling Brutes. Pete Dunne says it's fighting out before Ridge Holland says they will battle the Usos to win the titles. Sheamus says that they'll love a good fight. Then he says he will beat Walter 2 weeks from now, and he says that he will get a bang. That every time the Brawling Brutes are out there, you get banger after banger after banger after banger after banger. You get it. Drew McIntyre comes out. He has some words about Karrion Kross and says instead of going to him, he went to the higher ups and he got a match for them at Extreme Rules, as it will be Karrion Kross versus Drew McIntyre in a strap match. Just then, Scarlett comes out with the music. She comes to the down towards the ring. Drew turns around. We get a brawl between these two. Drew gets them up ahead with this glass cow kiss. Ends up tying both them into the strap, and he starts. Well, Drew McIntyre came out with a shirt on. Fucking Karrion Kross came out with no shirt on. You knew somebody was getting. You knew Karrion Kross was getting battered with the fucking whip a little bit. He eats some shots to the back with the whip. My God, that looked like that hurt. Gets him in the corner. Drew does. He goes to attack him again, but Scarlett comes in, shoots a fireball at him. At him, and it seems like it missed, which it didn't seem to work enough, and he hits a double spine buster onto Karrion Kross. As soon as he turns his back to Scarlett, she hits him with a low blow, allowing Kross to put the cross jacket on, and he says he'll see him in Extreme Rules. He says this is what they wanted before telling him to let. She tells him to let it go, and that is that. Very good segment between these two. Karrion Kross is definitely one of those guys that it's like the presentation's good. He does look like he looks like he has let himself go a little bit. I don't remember him having so much of a gut when he was in NXT. Is that just something for being out on the Indies or something? I don't know. Dakota Kai versus Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel did not come out smiling. She had a serious game face on. This match lasted 2 fucking minutes. Shotzi ran down to to beat up on the rest of Damage Control. And Raquel beats Dakota Kai with a fucking nasty with a roll up. Why? Why are we still in this mindset that we need to have champions lose on television in non-title matches? Leave that shit for your house shows and live events. This is not the time to do that. Damage Control should not be losing matches, period. Are you kidding me? Versus Bailey next week on TV. Back for break, commentary runs on the card for next week's show, which had all those matches, and I believe one more. Oh, yeah. No, I can't remember what the other one was. But yeah, we have Like, I like seeing cards run down for next week. Like, AEW does that all the time. They do it more on Rampage for Wednesday, but still, they do run down the card. So, good stuff there. The Usos versus the Brawling Brutes for the Tag Team Championships. Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa out there with the Usos, and Sheamus out with the Brutes. This was a very, very good match here. Both teams battered the shit out of each other. Obviously, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso's expecting Sami Zayn to help them out, help him in the time, like at one time. Sami isn't able to get it done in time, so Jey goes out there and berates him for not helping him in time. Of course, both of his other brothers are telling him to get back into the ring. He gets in the ring. Of course, the Brawling Brutes take advantage of that. Everything leads to, it looked like Sami Zayn got a chair to get looked like he was about ready to do something. Sheamus gets involved with that. He runs to Solo Sikoa. Just then, all of Imperium come out and beat up on Sheamus. Hits a boot, like Walter hits a boot to Sheamus, and that distracts the Brawling Brutes, who both get hit with super kicks. Inside, 1D on to Pete Dunne, 1, 2, 3, and the Usos retain the tag team titles in what was a very good main event. This was, outside of the fucking bullshit with Dakota Kai losing, this was a really good show. And I give props to the show. It was very good. What happened next week? Do not know. We'll see what happens with all that. And then that is SmackDown. It was a really good show. They have their good shows. They have their meh shows. But we need to really stop having tag team just champions in general losing in general. That is all for your SmackDown review. Hit that subscribe button, comment down below, like or dislike this video. Follow me on Minds at the Browns Club. Follow me on twitch.tv/TheBrowns and follow me on Instagram at the Browns Club. And I'll see you guys tomorrow as we'll be going over Rampage, probably in the afternoon. But until then, my name is the Browns, and I'll see you guys later.